What is your opinion on having sex in the same room while pets have access to or are in the same room? Semi-unrelated, but my wife and I were discussing this. I found an opinion piece on it and tried to email it to my wife and accidentally sent it to the president of our HOA. My lizard just stares. Unmoving. Unblinking. Unfazed. We've always had cats, and they just run away when we start having sex. They want no part of a bouncing bed, lol. Sorry babe, the tarantula enclosure stays in the room during sex. Not a fan. Girlfriend's Jack Russell bit my ass because it thought I was hurting her, that or it wanted some of this sweet rump steak. I do it all the time. My fish doesn't seem to care. My wife and I got a dog after we got married. The dog is very attached to me and has to be in the same room at all times. We started locking her out during sexy time because she would just jump on the bed and investigate sometimes. Locking her out made the dog upset, so she would literally slam her body against the door. Then we decided to give her a treat that takes a bit of time to chew on. She accepted this and stopped trying to knock down the door. However, now when me and wife are cuddling and watching TV, and maybe kiss each other, the dog gets really excited and starts begging for her treat. Basically, me and my wife can't kiss infant of our dog or she freaks out because she thinks it's time for a treat. Pavlov's dog, gone terrible wrong. A girl I was seeing had a mastiff. AKA. Big fucking dog. I remember looking over while we were shacking up and I just saw his dead-eyed stare in the dark. My opinion is that was enough to unnerve me. Was deaf weird when my cat jumped on her back during. He was just riding there. We tend to kick the cats out. The wife suddenly throwing the cats out of the bedroom is generally a good sign of things to come. They're gonna be let in a few minutes later anyway. Face with tears of joy edit. Told my wife about this post and she reminded me of the time we thought we had kicked both cats out. As we started to get busy we were interrupted by an urgent scrapping at our bedroom door. It was our youngest cat trying to escape from the sheer horrors happening in the room. The absolute panic in her eyes is a sight myself, and the cat will take to the grave. No, especially when either a cold nose gets stuck where it doesn't belong or a set of claws takes a swipe at dangling things going back and forth. It would be embarrassing to watch my dog watching or jump into bed at that moment. If he can lick his dick in front of me, he can handle that. It's uncomfortable, but our cats stay in the room while we do it. Usually, they just ignore us while we're doing the deed. One of them has a staring habit, but she had a litter, so it ain't exactly like she's innocent. Long ago, doggy doing my wife, our female golden retriever, started doggy doing me, making a doggy train for about 2 seconds. I used to not have any problems with that, but after I read a story somewhere, might have been Reddit, about someone whose balls got bitten by a cat a couple of years ago, I've started asking the girls I get with that they keep their pets outside the room if they have any. Yeah, I closed the door while I did the deed with my now hubby, and my dog did hear it through the door, and I don't know what she thought was happening, but she decided she needed to help so she jumped against the door and the doorknob and got the door open. Came tail wagging to us, and was super excited. I had to escort her out and barricade the door before we could continue. So I prefer to not have my pets watching. My boy ain't gotta see that. Lock them away. I've had a tongue show up and I'm like, thanks for the help, but I got this. Never with ferrets. They are nosy little fuckers. Asterisk brought to you by RIF. Skip ads. Not a fan. Had a cat quickly lick my balls once, and now we make sure that all animals are somewhere else with no access to the room. Went back to a girl's place once, and she had one of those aggressively friendly over-attached kelpies. The thing was literally licking my ass mid-stroke. Fucking menace of a thing made me come in like 2 minutes. Ha, look what I can do by not being castrated. My cat just stares at a distance while sitting on something really tall and comfortable, but still judging. Also sometimes his ears prick back when I moan, so that's kinda funny. He's a good voyeur. Not engaging, just staring. Just be sure your pet is of legal age. I'd find it hard to finish if there was a cat or dog watching us. Enjoy the show, you dirty dogs. LOL, it's pretty uncomfortable when your new lady friend's Doberman Pinscher sneaks in the room and pops his head into the action, just staring at what you're doing to his master.